Hey folks, on the menu for today is tidying up some cross beams to put on here and hopefully installing all of those. Don't need to be tidied up too much because they're going to be underneath the baseboard, so you won't even see them. But yeah, I'm going to put them at 30 centimetre centres, which is really quite close, but I'll be putting some pretty heavy stuff on top. So yeah, the heavy tools down the back probably, and the table saw up the front, and the table saw weighs a metric fire truck tonne, so we'll make that nice and strong. Alright, coolio, let's see how we go. $9.83. For this next job, I'm going to swap over to ripping blade. This one's the one that I use when I'm not 100% sure if I might hit a nail or not. So it's got a couple of chip teeth and whatnot. Just a bit of blade management, I guess. I don't want to wreck that one. So yeah, we'll do that now. Obviously, I'd rather not wreck either of the blades, but this ripping blade's got a bit of damage already, so better that than the all-purpose one. All I'm going to do with these boards, the stack them there, the cross pieces, is clean up one face. That's the face that we pointing up underneath the baseboard. So just like cut a mil off that edge to make it flat. I'm going to use an angle up against the fence just to give it a fairly straight reference. That's a method I've not used before. I've seen the Dana Made, so Dainsy on the Dana Made channel, the old pallet punter, use that. So I'm going to give it a crack today. That was really easy to do. I think it's worked well. So get it nice and along that edge, which is what we want. Won't be perfect, but for this purposes it'll be good enough, and it was certainly very quick and easy. Just for the record, I have some blue pallets here that were going to the dump, so don't come at me for the stealing pallets. Cheers. I'm fairly happy with that. I managed to not hit any nails, so count that as a win. So the next job is to trim all these guys to length. They'll all be at 882 in the end. I do have a drop saw, but it's not terribly accurate and it's a pain to set up, so I'll just do it on the table saw. The way I do it is pick a good end and trim the smallest amount off that, and then take 882 out of what's left, and that'll trim the most off the bad end as possible. This one has a knot at each end, so pick an end, any end, they're both bad. I was really worried about this one because, yeah, that's the one I had to punch all the nails in, but the measurement's fallen in a spot where I think we're going to get away with it, so that's pretty cool. Let's chop them to length. Alright, old story, measure twice, cut once. I have measured 6 times, got it wrong every time. Cut all 6 10 centimetres short. Cut them at 882, should have been 982. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I think that might be the last of the stock I've got. I might have to go pallet hunting, or yeah, I'll have a look around the yard, see what I can find. What a pain. So here's a cool story. I just went back and looked at the video I took at the start when I measured that distance, and yeah, I said 983. Then I wrote down 883. What a drongo. Alright, it's a bit of a ragtag bunch, but yeah, this lot will have to do. We'll get them cleaned up and hopefully this time cut to the right length. This piece is hardwood and it's been under a house for 30 years, so the nails are not coming out. Time to grinder. Not without a battery though. And there we go, we're back in the game. So turn that ragtag bunch of rubbish into 6 reasonable slats. Again, I've got nice fat ones up this end and skinnier ones down the far end. This is where the table saw will be, up this end. So then I'll build a structure on top of that bit there to house the chunky table saw. But yeah, next job is to slot them in there. Okay, back after lunch, and the next job is to notch these guys out, just along there, so that they sit nicely in there. Seems like it might be fun to do, and something I haven't done before, so let's give that a go and see if I can't do it without stuffing up the measurements this time. Let's go. Okay, this is a new tool for me. I've only used it a handful of times, but I've got this fence set up, so it's going to cut 40mm from the good face, and I'll just measure in the width of the notch I want to take out, and it should be pretty easy. Let's give it a crack. Well, the bandsaw worked really well for that job. It's not as accurate as the table saw, but yeah, it does a very good job. Nice and quick and much less sawdust, so that's nice. I'm having a day. Turns out that my brand new bandsaw had a faulty switch on it. I had a spare one in the drill press, so I was able to swap that over and finish the job, but it took a while stuffing around trying to figure out what was wrong. So yeah, that's me done for the day. I got all these guys notched out, and tomorrow's job will be to cut corresponding saddles in the rails so that they sit flush. But I have no idea how I'm going to do that. Obviously, it would have been better if I had to cut the slots in the rails before I installed them, but I didn't do that. So tomorrow's job is to figure out how to make them sit nice and flush, something like that. Probably have to make some sort of router jig to get that done. So that'll be fun. Anyway, until tomorrow. Cheers.